What's going on, everybody? It's the PRIME, coming at you guys with another episode of Prime Nostalgia Podcast. I'm here, of course, with my co-host Leeboy TV.
Yes, sir. You know who it is. I should not have to introduce myself anymore on my own podcast, but I'll do it anyway. Leeboy, LeeboyTV.com. Check me out.
And today we got a very, very, very special guest.
Wait. Can you put another very on that? Hold up. Before you say his name.
Very. I put 3 berries on that. 3 more berries.
Can we get a different adjective? Look, wait. Can we get some? Can we mix
very,
it up?
I'll be doing Sugar Ray on In Living Color. Very, 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 very. You know what I'm saying? Very good puncher. Very good fighter. Marvin Hagler, another very good puncher. He'll punch you. He hurts your heart. You know, he hurts you nice. You know.
Yo, hey, go ahead. Say, I'm sorry. I didn't mess up the intro.
The introduction.
I messed it up. I messed you up on time. Look.
Now you good. You good. Let's go.
Yeah, Mr. Tommy Davidson with us today.
We got Mr. Tommy Davidson in the house. Thank you so much, legend. We appreciate you coming on, man. This is a very special episode. We've had a couple special ones, but this one this one up there, y'all. We coming for y'all. We seen you comedy hype. We know you just had Tommy. We right on y'all level. Look, we stepping up.
Damn right.
We gonna claim it because we really ain't there, but we'll get there. Look,
you there. That was then.
Yeah.
This is today. Today, a brand new day.
Amen.
Come on, you couldn't tell Brady that on that Sunday. This is just an average Sunday for you. For him and Brown and for Gronk. Oh, this is a regular Sunday. They said this is the one day.
This the day. This
is the one day. Yeah.
Super Bowl for us. Look, Prime. Look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah.
First championship ring. This is the first one. We got to work on a couple.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna work on some more.
But Brady back to pass. An inside pass. This goes to Brown. Brown will scored a touchdown in this Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Hey, you know I got my celebration dance ready too. Look.
Okay. That's from the Usher. That first Usher special when he had the wheels in the shoe. But go ahead.
Hey, what he thought he was doing with them wheels? He even brought that to the video too. Remember, you don't have to call
the wheels, didn't he? He didn't have his license yet.
They didn't make scooters back then, bro. Like skates.
You don't got your
inline
license.
Skates.
Yeah, his parents. So you ain't got a license, but you can drive your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You need a license for them kicks. Like
exactly.
Them Nikes come with a permit or what?
Everybody in the neighborhood send him to the store because they know he got wheels on his feet.
Hey, he gonna be right back. Look. Oh hell no! All right, Prime, interrupt me, please, man, because we can do this all day. Literally, I could. I know.
We got the legendary Tommy Davidson here, and
hey,
we gonna go. Obviously, we gotta clap it up.
Yes, he ain't gonna clap for us. It's just me. You talking. I'm the audience, so I'm clapping. You got it.
This does so much. It's like it's hard to even just put everything into words. But for me, I'm gonna just start out, and I'm gonna say, I personally. Many people agree, but say you probably have the best, if not one of the best, half-hour stand-ups in Illin, Philly. I'm gonna just go out there. I'm gonna just say it.
Say it. Say that.
Yes, sir.
Say that, man. Say that. Yeah, that's that, and that's true. That's I will say that's true. And I'm in the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Jordan would be able to say that 3 that I sunk on Georgetown was a needed shot, you know, period. He'd be able to say that, you know, or, you know, so the work that went into that and at the time, there wasn't a lot of other comedians around, young comedians that were doing it on that level. So I was able to set the bar. I can actually say that, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's a good look. That means you know what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, I even rewatched it today just to like reacclaim myself. Cause I was like, I remember this being like one of the best. And then I rewatched it. And I was like, yeah, still definitely holds up. Like, come on,
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you put me on to it. I watched a couple, like, because you put me onto that. I checked that one out. But the All-Star, I remember the All-Star Comedy Jam one. Mm-hmm. And that one brought me back to childhood because I just specifically remember it. But yeah, Can we just talk about how like your stand-up career is underrated?
You know what? Yeah, I'm getting that.
Or would you say that? Because
I'm getting
and I'll
that
just
interviews. You know, yeah, it depends on who's rating it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It just doesn't. You know. I don't think for what it is underrated. For what it is undisputed. You know what I mean? So people got different standards of what is underrated. Am I as popular as Dave Chappelle right now, or Kevin Hart right now? No, but popularity goes in waves. You know what I mean? Who was it last year? They won the Super Bowl, right? You know, not this one. You see, so you know the Bose commercials, you know, and you know he got the State Farm commercial where he's in the barber shop with the other boys getting the high top, you know, cotton candy fro, you know, and then wham, you know, and that's how it kind of goes in cycles, but you can't take away the value of it. You know what I mean? So if I look at it from the lens of who's hot, like who right now everybody's like, ooh, look at them or whatever, I could easily go, you know, okay, underrated in that. But when it comes to it, it's really no rating when it comes to like all pro play. You know, if I couldn't choose between Curtis Martin, Marshall Falk, or Barry Sanders.
They all pros.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, all of them came to play, you know?
Right. You definitely played your part. And I think the reason why I would say that is because we got a piece of content called Kings of Comedy. And it's like Tommy and like you, like they reached back to Bernie Mac and they kind of brought him into that era because I feel like he was a little bit of a throwback.
Right.
So, I would want to ask you if you were to do a pre-Kings of Comedy, I would have you in there. I would have Eddie Murphy. I would probably throw Chris Rock in there as hosting. That would be crazy. And then Martin Lawrence, of course. But you know the physicality of you on stage, you got something different from all those guys. If you could throw out a pre-Kings of Comedy,
wow.
And you know we're not gonna go all the way. I would just say
before the Kings, like the pre-Kings, before Kings of Comedy.
But in your era though, because I know there's Richard Pryor.
That'd be an easy list. I think it would be me, Chris Rock, Martin. I'd actually put Sinbad on there. Can't take away his props, man. Can't take away his props. What he did, he was first. You know, right after Eddie Murphy came him. You know, so it would be that list. That's a short list because after that, a lot of other people came around. You know, so that would be that list if I was to go pre-Kings. You know what I mean? I wasn't on Kings in Comedy because I wasn't into pastor wear.
The big suits. Yeah. you didn't do the pinstripes?
Yeah. Young Bram.
Wait, why they had boot cut suits on? Like
right. I wasn't, you know, into wearing, you know, what the linemen wear in the NFL. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you know.
Man.
They had no stagecoach outfits that would fit me. You know what I'm saying? No, but you know, it was their time. It was right. You know, it was the right time for them. You know, Cedric, DL, Bernie, and Steve. It was like the right time for them, and that blew them all up too. From that point, you see. So it's just like the rap eras, I guess, in a way. You know, most was, you know, you go 10 years back, most was like, whoa. You know, and that was happening then. You know, you go back before that, you know, it could be Craig Mack, Black Sheep, Fife, you know. So, you know, we go in cycles, you know.
Oh, so you guys got eras just like similar to NBA, right? Because they got the Jordan era, they got the Kobe era, they got the LeBron era now. So you was in that Jordan era. You was in that Jordan era, leading the pack.
Yeah, but what it is for different for athletics than it is for like film, TV, comedy is that, you know, we don't retire. The game doesn't gonna get too fast. We can just keep going and keep going. So, in one era, these people might be hot, but you still got your regular season games. You know what I mean? When you start playing championship level is when things change. And that would be me with my movies coming out or me with my next special or going through that. But, it's funny that using basketball as a parallel, the most important thing about basketball is they say, how do you play without the ball? How do you play without the ball? Are you good at steals? Can you pass? Can you dribble?
Can you still make a difference? Yeah.
Can you hit your foul shots? How are you at assists? Do you bank them off the glass for twos? No shots.
Hey, that's
how's your O-rees? How's your O-tap ins? You know what I mean? So,
and that's important for you to say, man, because just getting familiar with you, and not that I wasn't, we just try to do a little research getting into the interview. You was just so well-rounded, man. Like the stories that you told in comedy, I was surprised to see that you had that because, most of us remember you for the physical comedy, obviously for the impressions. And it's like, nah, this dude was tough. So thank you, Prime, for putting me on to that Illin stand-up, because that like really showed off your skills, man. It's crazy.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm still out in the clubs and still doing my thing and still, I wouldn't personally consider myself the best. I'd say I'm the best because I'm satisfied with where I'm at. I can be better too. Every single special, every single show, I'm working to even get better.
We do have to give you more flowers because like maybe a month ago, maybe over a month ago, we talked about your part and in whole of Robert Townsend's and his partners in crime stand-up.
In crime, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and forth, and we like to go pull things out, and that was one where we had to mention you and your greatness.
Man, that had to do with humility, man, and just like other comedians not having no shade, So Robert saw me and was like, "You're on my show." Robert saw me at the club and was like, "You're on." See, the way I got on is that brothers who were hot at the time said, "You're on." Robert said, "I'm on." Arsenio saw me on that. He said, "You're on." Eddie saw me like too. Eddie said, "You're on." And then Keenan saw me and said, "You're on." And then from that point on, they're off, they're off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, off to the races. Yep.
Yeah. But we're in a different atmosphere now in a way, we feel like we got to be, like we're an army style or something, one little spoonful of oatmeal in the hand,
Just mine. Look, I got to tell you, I'm going to eat this all up. Look.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? But actually, that's what remains from that. That's what remains. That's what remains. The best way to eliminate a competition is to put them in competition with each other. And that's something that they've mastered. To a degree. Until the whole world stopped, and then somebody up there said that's the person doing the evil. So we're in a whole different time.
Okay, I got something to follow that. What you got, Prime?
No, you got it.
You brought it up. You brought up the evil or the, a little bit of the business. And one of my favorite projects from you, sir, is Bamboozled. Changed the game for me. It made me look at, comedy and being in, performance arts totally different. And you was sleeping eating that, right?
Sleep and eat. Yeah, I was, man. I danced for you. I stretched that for you, sir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wish I could have watched it last night, but I didn't have the $3.99 for the Prime.
Oh no. Yeah, that's because you had Grubhub earlier, man. You know, you've been all right. You know, if you'd have just got Popeyes from Grubhub, but you want the Thai food, so that killed you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But yeah, it's all up here for
I
me.
got Popeyes.
I mean, and Popeyes plays into all this too, because, you know, they talk about the tropes and they just talk about, you know, the things that we have to get over as Black actors as far as the stereotypes that are put on us. So I wanted to ask you, because based on your physical comedy and like how people perceive you, have you ever dealt with the type of criticism that Man Tan and Sleep and Eat got? And how did that make you feel? And how did you deal with it? Did you just keep going? Because, you know, people may perceive you a certain way, but if they watch you and listen to you, they know that, you know, you are a leader of this culture and you have our best at heart. So just wondering if you've ever gotten a criticism similar to what we saw in that movie.
Yeah, I have. And one of the things that I've realized about myself, and one of the things I realize about us too, is that we have a choice. You know, we can choose not to do what it is that people expect of you or want from you, you know, but, you know, without faith with that, then it's kind of an empty action, you know, because if you think you're going to lose something by doing that, then you have more of a propensity to do it. I'll give an example, so I won't speak abstract. There was a movie where my manager came to me and said, man, here's a movie. They said, pick your part. They said, pick the part you want, you know? And I was like, you serious? It was like, yeah, pick the part. I was like, man, I read it, right? So there was a part of it was two detectives, right? Lead detectives. One of them was a woman, but she was cool. You know, she could fight good and she could shoot good and all that stuff, but she's really compassionate and made sense of things, you know? So I said, I want that role. That's the role I want, you know? And then they said, well, that role is for a white woman. And I said, well, why couldn't you change to a Black man? I can have the same traits, you know, because that's kind of how we are. Right. You know, we're go at you hard if that's what's called for. But we got all the heart in the world, like a grandma. You know what I mean? So they were like, nah, that's a white woman's part. I was like, okay, cool. So they said, well, what they were thinking was that you play the part of this guy. And that guy in the movie was a Black guy who went into a white woman's hotel room while she was in traction with an ice pick to kill her, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, and plus he got beat up trying to do it, you know?
That's double.
And I was like, well,
double trouble. Look, right?
I was like, I'm not doing that part. They said, yeah, but they want you for that part. I said, yeah, but I'm not doing that. You know, I'm not going to be no Black person doing that, coming in and attacking no innocent white woman in a whole body cast with an ice pick, you know? And they say, yeah, but you know, that's the Black role that's in there. I said, oh, so that's Black. That's definitely a Black role. So the white woman is definitely a white woman, but that role is definitely that. So just what we are, you don't want me to be, but just what we ain't, you want me to. And so I walked away from the movie, you know, and it was a big movie too. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because when I saw the scene, I still got that same feeling. And I don't hate the actor who did it either. You know, there's no shade on that person either. You know, it's only a character in a story. Right.
But yeah, man, I'm glad that you passed up on that role. It sounds like you made the right decision, but I'm so glad too that you decided to do that role of Sleep and Eat, because like I said, it grew me up a lot in like an hour and a half. So I just suggest anyone that hasn't seen Bamboozle, make sure you check this guy out. And they've got a Savion Glover, Jada Pinkett, all kinds of people in there.
Yeah, Michael Rappaport is in there.
Michael Rappaport.
Al Sharpton's in it.
And it's a Spike Lee joint. Spike
Lee joint. Yeah, Mos Def.
Yeah. The gangster in there. Look, he was awesome. Yeah.
Now's the time to see it too.
And that's why and that was the follow-up that I was going to ask too, as well, as like, because it seemed, was it before its time? It could have been late. It just depended on how old you are. It could have been late for its time. For me, it was probably before its time, because right now it makes absolute sense.
Makes absolute sense. Everything is in its own time, but at the time, the the movie industry did, and they pulled the movie out the theaters, and then they pulled it. You couldn't even get it at Blockbuster. So it's like, let me get this straight. I can get Schindler's List on Blockbuster.
Couldn't give in, but yeah, luckily I had an older gentleman.
Hold on, Schindler's List was about a historical event that happened for real. So was that, So
yeah, luckily I had a big bro type that was like, bro, sit down. Especially I was in the industry. He was like, you gonna watch this one.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. So we putting it out there in the airwaves. Bamboozle. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got another project to put out in the airwaves. Woo, actually.
Nice. Let's talk about it. Woo, boy.
Yeah. Woo, yeah, man.
Woo, man. That was my first romantic lead. That was the first one, and I meant to do that. I wanted that as the next movie that I did. Had done Strictly Business, had done Booty Call. So I wanted to do something like that, and it was an accomplishment for me because, what is it, Warren Chestnut, all the like male lead actor dudes were up for the part too, and I got it. So that was like a personal accomplishment for me, And it was a different kind of movie too.
Yeah, shows your range. Yeah, he got the range.
Hey, man.
And obviously, one of your most heralded projects is I would say, In Living Color, or at least one of the
crown jewel, right?
Yeah, I mean, and what's for so many comedians that were on that. If you don't know that list, then we don't even need to get into that.
Right? Unplug it.
Yeah, just get off the podcast. We don't need you as a viewer.
Yeah,
we straight. But do you have a favorite moment, or can you tell us a story how you got on to In Living Color? Because there's just so much history around that. We would love to pad that history on this podcast.
Yeah. I can tell you, first of all, I turned it down because I had gone through all this other stuff previous to it, and I had all these big opportunities that went away. So I didn't want to deal with that no more. I want to go back to the comedy clubs and do comedy, So my agent called me and said, Keenan got a show. It's about sketches and, this, that. I said, no, I'm going back to the clubs and work my stuff, right? So my agent called me and said, look, man, just go audition for the thing. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. So I went to the audition. I didn't do well. I didn't even know what I was doing, okay? So that night, what I didn't know is they had a stand-up audition for comedy.
You crushed
they were like,
that.
You got another audition tonight, right? And I was like, huh? Yeah, there's a stand-up audition at the Laugh Factory. 30 comics. I'm number 30.
Wow.
I'm like, give me the ball.
Pull up from 30 right now. Number 30, look.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. And I was 30th. Stood outside, waited, and then once in a while somebody come out and say, you can't do that because such and such did that. I also come in about, a little later and say, hey man, that thing you do, such and such did it. You can't do that, So I was getting pared down, but I was like, that's all right. Went in there, wham, 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 like 10 for 10. And Keenan said, you got the part. And that's how that happened.
Right there on the spot?
Came outside, said, you got the part. Yeah. And that was with you name what comic was there for that. Martin, John Leguizamo, name who wasn't there for that audition. And I was ready. I was ready. That was from doing comedy 7 nights a week, every night, catching a bus to my job, just getting it in, performing on a diving board in Compton with an empty swimming pool and a community.
But not the diving board, look.
I didn't get paid, I mean, just doing just getting it in. You know,
they want you to jump off and commit suicide right
man,
then.
What?
This the platform.
Yeah.
You got it, sir.
Yeah, it was with one of them little school, the little school systems where the speakers and the turntable all is one,
They move it all together.
Yeah, with the mic, the mic, all of it's attached. You got to cut it to get any of that off, and we attach that at home, So just show after show and just staying with it. So that night I was ready. I was ready for it. Yep. That's how that happened.
Always gotta stay ready.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta stay ready. This guy, man. Prime, what you got for us, man?
I was just honestly, I'm about to bring out a out of left field question and still talk about In Living Color just real quick. In Living Color is known for its intros and its music influence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well versed you are with the intros. Of course, you recorded them. Do you have a favorite intro that just in your mind is In Living
Color? What do you mean? Yes,
they have a few intro songs of In Living Color. People might come up to you and say In Living.
Oh, which one was it? Which one was it? The first one would have.
Okay.
The first one would have was hands down. The other one saying, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Heavy D was on there dancing with his he had the crew behind him, right?
Heavy killed that. You walk on the move, float like a balloon. It's never too late and it's never too soon. Take it from me, it's all right to be. Right.
Do what
I'm saying? Yeah. Boom, boom.
Oh, look, there go that beatbox.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you a beatbox king, Tommy. Look, that's another crown you need to get, man. When you
now you gotta ask Dougie, let me do it with him one day. Me and Dougie do it together when we get together.
Dope.
But Dougie knows I can go with him.
Okay. Oh shoot, we need to have a for real contest. We need to have
I can go with that. We do a unified thing,
So y'all up next on versus. Look, Tommy versus
Dougie Fresh in beatbox. I'm with that.
Hey, that would be a nice little pre-show to
let's do it.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be good. You know what I mean?
I mean, I did see you beatboxing with Stevie Wonder though. So.
Oh, that's on YouTube. People go see that.
Put that link in the description.
Yeah, we did Boogie on Reggae Woman. I like to say a boogie right across the floor. I like to say reggae. I'm on the style of boss. I like to say your reggae, but I dance so fast for me. All right, anyway.
And we could take it all the way to T-Pain when you did bartender.
Oh yeah.
That's what I had in my head because
that was from a special actually. It was from Shaq thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I like the bartender. She be serving them drinks. The white dude gets caught with the handcuffs.
Yep, that's the
joke, and he's singing. I like the bartender. She was serving them drinks. I had to do a hillbilly style,
Yeah, you hit him with the Alabama, Louisiana, all those. Y'all
Sweet home Alabama. My dog had home with my pajamas.
Oh man, so growing up, obviously you love music, got a little voice on you. Was that ever going to be a career path for you, or did you ever get into music, or was it just part of something that you added on with your comedy?
Oh man, it's part of my journey. I started as a musician and a singer, and I definitely am headed that direction. Okay. I let Jamie have his time. No, he killed it. Come on, man. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like I ain't mess with that. It's like, all right, man. Go ahead and do your thing. And the good thing is the timing's right for me because I found something that works for me. Mm-hmm. And so when you hear it, you're gonna hear it, and it's gonna be something that's genuine, something that comes straight from me. I think that was the most beautiful thing of what Fox was able to do. He did something that was him. He did it. It was all him. And so for anybody out there who thinks an opportunity has gone away because somebody else did it, that's never the story. That's never the story. As long as you do things your way, then you're gonna have to worry about that.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna be on Versus. Look, right after. Look, we're gonna
right. We're
gonna claim it.
Yeah, Dougie.
Or look, now you and Jamie. Now we got
ain't going Versus with Jamie. No.
Nah, don't do that. Look, because he gonna bring out the piano and do all that crazy.
Got too many followers. You know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't gonna be fair. You know what I mean? I ain't followed by that many people. You know what I mean? So it's like, he wins. Why? Because it was following him. Ain't nobody following him. You know what I mean?
They all came in from his page. Y'all seen him. Look.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jamie, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're known for a lot of different things, and the one generation might know you from In Living Color, and another one, of course, might know you from the Proud Family.
Hold on.
That's your era prime. Look,
I gotta know what you're talking about first.
Oh, hell no!
No, you gotta tell me what you're talking about. Now, y'all talking about Jamie, blame it on that. Oh! You know what I'm saying? And little man there, I gotta give you some credit. There ain't nobody been on all that, and ain't nobody been on Keaton and Gale. And I bet you remember Good Burger too, don't you?
Yeah.
But that was Nickelodeon. That wasn't Disney. Now get on out of here. All right, no good.
Oh yeah, we do a whole lot of Nickelodeon versus Disney on here. I got a couple friends that was on some of those. In fact, Elisa Reyes from All That was on the Proud Family. She was La Cienega.
Yeah, she was La Cienega Boulevardess. Yeah.
Good friend of the show. Marcus Paul, Orlando Brown. These are guys I grew up with. They all made it.
Right.
They didn't take in my application. They just shot mine right.
They didn't, man.
It's because I was on Nickelodeon. It was hating. It was like, nah, we ain't going. Elisa, she had already been off all that, so she, they let her slide in. Me, they was like, nah, take them.
You should have got your boys and did an album like Marcus did.
Oh, look, just like you, I still got it coming.
Yeah, I mean, you could have got with Justin Weaver. I mean,
Jason.
Jason Weaver. Mm-hmm. You, Jason Weaver, and who else?
Hey, I mean, Kel got a couple tracks. I'll throw him in there. Look.
Well, yeah, maybe not Kel, but I'm just saying.
You right about that, sir. You right about that. Look, Orlando, we'll bring him back, I guess. Look, he actually on fire. He killing right now as far as the bars.
Yeah.
He got some bars on him. Yeah. But back to Proud Family. Look, I didn't took us.
And Marcus got sideburns, so everything changes. You know what I mean?
You do. Yep.
Yeah. And that's my man too. All of them, Amarian, all of you guys. I love y'all because, you guys showed me how to keep things fresh. Because you guys were a different generation. See, you're my kids' age, and they were like, you guys were determined, you were already over it. You guys were going to express yourselves no matter what. Anyway, you guys were going to do what you wanted to do, dress how you wanted to dress. And that's what I loved about y'all generation. And now y'all are here. Now y'all are young adults. All the kids that watched, all the Black kids that watched the Proud Family are now like 29, 30, 27, 28, 29, 30. And they're the ones that are making the big difference out here now.
Absolutely.
And the all that and all that came from that. What was there? So Raven, it was like a whole nother generation that's coming forth to do their thing. It's the coolest thing to watch. I love it.
And then Prime, before you ask a question about Proud Family, I'll just say Kyla Pratt also beat me out of my Rising Star Kids Choice Award. So yeah, I low-key got beef with Proud Family.
Really?
I got beef. Yeah, she beat me in 97, 98. We both.
Award forever.
Hey, I'm gonna get my flowers, even if some losing flowers, even if they dead. Look, we can replant them, But yeah,
even if it's chopped Popeye's chicken flour.
Oh,
you said flowers.
I'll take that kind of flour too. Look,
because Popeye's chicken flour probably good. It got pepper and secret seasoning.
Actually, I would take that over some real flowers because I could do something with that. Look, you can't do nothing with flowers. Smell them. Look, I smell the roses. But yeah, Kyla, she beat me out of my Rising Star Kids Choice Award right after Dr. Dolittle. So shout out to Kyla, and yeah, she went on to do great things.
You got to give you props. Listen, I haven't got any awards. Like all the awards, I got plenty of awards. Okay. But they're mostly for like community stuff and stuff. They're mostly for that. I have one TV award from the Television Academy for Living Color, but other than that, I done missed every Soul Train Award. I ain't got one BET award. I ain't got, no Academy Award. I ain't got no Grammy. I ain't got no Tony. I ain't got none of that.
Shame on y'all.
And what it mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What it mean? If it's supposed to happen, it happens. If I was to take physical manifestation and use that as a symbol of who I am, I could just throw this on the ground and let it break. You know what I mean? Or I can't take this and put this in somebody's heart and somebody's mind. You know what I mean? So, I gotta think differently about the physical representation of what I represent.
Right. You got to, you're valid.
In other words, if I put that on it, then I might as well quit now.
Yeah, you're validating yourself. You're validating yourself with not only your accomplishments, but like you said, you feel good about where you are. So it's the feeling about what you're doing. Yeah.
Right. And it also crystallizes me in place and leaves out the potential of something like that happening. Because if I'm taking my time to stop and think about the fact that it ain't happening, then I ain't happening. Because I'm not working on it for the right reason. I'm working on it because it makes me happy, it makes others happy, And so if it happens at the same time, then man, there you go. You know what I mean? We love our brothers and our sisters and our family because they've been around us for so long. We know they love us, It's kind of like the award thing,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're coming back though. At least you got a character so good to where they said we got to bring this back.
Nah, so not everybody came back. Look.
Yeah. So at least you got that.
And that's something that's like call a blessing because I can't control that. The only thing I can control is to keep on bringing it, keep on bringing it, keep on bringing it, keep on bringing it. What makes someone want to continue to achieve at their highest level, and it's different for everybody, For me, it was done for me. It was done for me. So I do it because of that reason. And also I have a love for it. I've loved this before I knew I could get paid for it. I always laugh because I ain't got my Academy Award yet. And I was receiving my Academy Award in my backyard when I was 6. 6 and 7 years old, 8 years old. I go up after the Academy Awards and receive mine because I really love movies. I could tell you Papillon, Planet of the Apes, Space Odyssey, Paper Moon. I mean, I could go on. Omega Man. I could tell you movies after movies after movies after movies as a kid. So I really love film. I really love acting,
And it shows in your career, your dedication to when you hit that stage, when you hit that screen, and then in the Proud Family, when you got behind that mic, what is it? Does it give you a different gratification because we don't get to see you, but we still get to see you as the father of the patriarch of the Proud Family. Like obviously we know it's you, but we can just see so much of you in that character. Like how different is it leading an animated series versus being the leading man in like a physical comedy or drama?
I don't have to care how I look.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. I ain't got to care how I look. Mm-hmm. If I'm on camera, I'm a little bit conscious of how I look. You know what I mean? So let's say if I was hanging off a cliff in a movie, you're gonna hang off the cliff, and you got to hang there for a little while. You ain't gonna die, but you struggling with that, So if I hang on a cliff in a movie, I'll be like right? I'm gonna keep from doing it like I would really do it. Mama, don't, So that sounds totally different, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's different. is that I can really go straight to an emotion without having to worry about how I look.
Yeah, that extra level of self-consciousness of like, did I get it right? Did I stop? Did I pause? It's like, no, I just let the voice go. And
it's coming through my voice. Like if I'm mad, right? If I'm mad on camera, like, do it again and watch it happen, right? If I'm mad on mic, like, do it again, I will push you know. So that's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? You can put that to any cartoon. You know, and that's from watching Mel Blanc and all those cartoons. I'm a cartoon head too. I'm with y'all with Ed and Eddie. I'm with it. Like I go back. You know, I track them. You know.
So with that distinction, do you have a preference of the two? Like, if you could start a project right now that would last you the next 3 years, would you prefer it to be an on-screen television, or would you want to do something back behind the mic?
That's a toss-up. That's so hard. That's like saying, you know, which kid you gonna throw off the bridge. You know,
I know which one I'm gonna throw. You don't have to.
Well, me too. But I'm just saying. You know, it would probably be a series of films, man, because I can go deeper. I can go deeper. You know, having to, you know, wanting to tell stories with animation, it gets complicated because you got to have a good animator that's willing to go that far, you know. And in film, you're more in control of that, you know. But it wouldn't make no difference to me. It wouldn't make no difference to me if I was to come up with some character right now and they said you can do anything that you want to do on let's say Adult Swim or whatever, you know, whatever's out there. Or even a network. You can do a network cartoon. They better watch out. Because I'm going to kill it.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm going to kill it, man. It look like they got French fries talking, you know? So, you know, I'm going to do good. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, that Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah.
Right.
I know about them fries. Look.
Yeah, fries is talking, you know?
Oh, man. And you can do all the characters, too. We don't even... Yeah. You can just do about...
I do each and every one of them, man.
Yeah. We need that project.
Yeah.
So just a quick question. If you had to do like a recurring role as a voice actor in any show, whether it be an Adult Swim show or a kid show, a regular show, any show, what show would you kind of pick to say, hey, I want to be like a recurring role just to have fun?
Probably The Simpsons, or probably The Simpsons, because there's so many roles. There's so many things I can do. You know, I can do the guy in the store, the dog can put it down there, you know. I can do so many different, you know. It's not going to happen to me because nobody talks to me like that. Nobody talks to me like that at all. You know. Y'all working me today, man. God damn.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
It's a good thing.
Getting you back in shape, because look, we're gonna get you right on Adult Swim after this one. Look, I'm gonna call him. I'll give him a call
right now. They're gonna go, didn't you lose to the damn college with you? You know,
like, boy, you didn't stop playing.
Right. You wouldn't even have known that if Tommy wasn't on my show. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, like I said, I take my credit. Look, I do what I can. And then one last question I wanted, because I seen in your recent interview with Comedy Hype, you talked about you developing characters in Juwanna Mann specifically, and how you didn't get the writing credit. So I just want you to preach to our young people about making sure that they, you know, are taking ownership where they can, and making sure that they are developing themselves so that they can last as long as you have in this business and stay not stay relevant, but get their just due, because I think it's important for this next generation to take the industry by the reins, because we're the ones that's doing it. Like you said, you literally made that movie, so it's like the credit that we're getting. And I think we're doing a better job as a collective in general in these days nowadays. But if you could just speak to what it takes, if you could just give us a little insight, because I'm struggling with this myself, making sure that you get the credit that's due.
Just establish yourself a standard of excellence in your field, no matter what that may be, you know, and also know how to understand what's important and what's going to give you forward movement. So yeah, write, learn how to write. But if on a project that you really, really need, and they decide they're not going to give you writer's credit, don't get stuck on it, say maybe next time then, as long as you're moving forward. We have to know that anything is possible, because anything was possible was done to us. What you would think was impossible. Mm-hmm. Now, this is how impossible the task was. But right now they have global economic dominance because of it. I'm going to chase down 10,000, 25,000, 30,000, maybe 50,000 Black people a year, put them on a ship for 3 months and take them wherever I want to take them. And I'm going to do that for 400 years. If that can get done to us, then it can get done for us. And I'm not talking about what happened to us. I'm talking about having that level of desire to get something done.
Right.
And it always works for me when I turn it in that perspective, because then there's no cloud in it. There's no cloud in it. And the one other very acute example I have of that too, the Dutch went to South Africa. They built a city, okay? A city. It wasn't even their home. They built a city. I mean, a beautiful, sprawling city. They discovered gold. So then the British came and they said, and there was all this, the British were doing all this stuff to them and stuff. And they said, you know what? Let's build a whole nother city. So they took a wagon train that was 20 miles long, packed all their stuff up. They had to go over a mountain. They disassembled every single wagon train, wagon, cloth, axe, everything, and carried it over the mountain. And that city's there today. City, I'm talking about metropolis, not like, there's a couple of cabins around here. You see? So what I do is I use examples that wouldn't usually be told to me because there's no one to tell it. I'm gonna tell it.
Appreciate that. So
that come from the old around the neighborhood when Black person said, I'm gonna let you tell it.
Oh yeah, you showed your age right now. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it. You know what I mean?
No, but basically you're just saying it's gonna be hard work, but we gotta have the mentality and get together, man, and come together as a collective and not take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm. And most importantly, we gotta have a mentality that we understand. Nobody understands that more than us.
You're right.
Who does?
Right, because I knew exactly where you was going. As soon as you
who understands more than us?
To us, you said,
who understands that more than we do?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But now's the time to use that to our advantage. Let me put it this way: this person's strong, they're resilient, they really have a spiritual fortitude about them. They would make great workers. Right.
Look, yeah, drop the mic right there. You could throw the mic on that one because they picked the right ones. They picked They knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
Prime, what you got, man? Finish this out.
I'm just gonna
take us out.
Let everybody know where they can find them at.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's an easy one. Just the real Tommy Cat. I just go on IG now. So just, you want to follow me there. And then there's TommyCat.com. That's another one. But mainly, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm trackable.
Would you care to elaborate on the Tommy Cat name? How'd you get that?
Actually, that started out as a production company that I started when I first got here because I was going to do an animated cat that did all the things that I did. And so I just kept that name because it was my incorporation, and I learned how to work that as a business. I have now established a new company called One Song, which is a global content company.
Dope.
And that's movies, TV, books, whatever, worldwide.
Absolutely.
Worldwide. So it's progressed. So Tommy Cat was the first representation, and now this is the new millennial installation of the company and how he's branching off.
Dope.
That is dope. Leeboy, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, you can find me, LeeboyTV.com. Also on Leeboy TV on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, pretty much everywhere. I'm trackable as well. It might not like show up top of the search. It's just a little bit down, but you can trace it and find it. Leeboy TV.
I like that. I don't know about him, but I'm trackable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I ain't worried about Prime. You can find me though.
Yeah, just follow me.
You find him right next to me. Look, you look at me, and then you'll find him right under me.
Yeah, keep it simple. Yeah.
Oh man,
keep it pretty simple. All right. So from Tommy, from Leeboy, and from me, I'm gonna say prime time is all the time, and for Tommy, I'm gonna take Ralph because I don't know how to start that.
prime time all the time, baby.